Right, good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. For anyone that's new, if you'd like to go and hit the sub button, hit the like button whilst you're there as well, turn on the notifications, that would be brilliant. So what are we doing today? Today I got a little upgrade done to the tractor that I want to show everyone. We'll do that in a minute. I'm just here hooking up our Fleming trailer. We're going to be moving some dung again today. I know you guys have seen a lot of dung being moved, but we're about a week away from silage. The trailer needs to be cleaned before we do silage, so I want to make as much use of it whilst it's dirty, moving dung as we can. Then we'll give it a nice spring clean, ready for doing the silage in about a week. So just need to put the pipes in. It's got one of these arms here to keep the trailer tipped up so no water can sit in it and rust the floor. So we'll plug the pipes in, lift that up, and get it down on the deck. And then we're going to clean out the other half of our beef shed. We've done one half already, so we'll go down there, make a start cleaning out that. The nice thing about this tractor, it's got the spool button on the outside, so I can lift the trailer up if I get the thing going the right way. There you are. We can take out our lifting arm. So he sits in here underneath this clip, stops him from bouncing around when you're not using him, like so. Flip him back on. Right. Then all you do, let the trailer down. We're ready to go. Right, so the big reveal, what have we been working on? New lights. I'm a big fan of LED lights. I've wanted to do this for a while to the tractor. I bought myself some a little while ago, had them sat at home. And, we had a pretty wet day yesterday, so I got on and fitted them. I'll show you a little bit of how I fitted them. Basically all the lights on the front of the tractor here run through a seam on the top of the bonnet. So the two lights, the positive and negative are wired together, and then I've just cable tied them round that seam that runs all the way back to where the bonnet meets the glass in here. From there it goes down under the tractor all the way to the back, and this is by no means perfect. Comes up here, this wire inside the cab there to some positive and negative ports in the cab. We've got Gus helping again today. Are you helping? He's always helping. Now again, I haven't finished this and made it tidy yet, but in the tractor here we've got a bank of positive and negative ports. So one runs the CB radio, and on the other one here I've just wired it up a bit rougher now. I've got an on-off switch so I can turn them on and off when I want. So the lights are now off on there, on, off, just so that if I don't want them on, I can turn them off. I was going to wire them into the side lights, but I prefer to have them on their own independent switch, and also that would have mean cutting into the wires that are already there. I just thought that was a bit easier. So what I'll do is, at some point when I get a chance, I'll make it all neat, so that perhaps that switch sits in the body there somewhere, or we'll do something anyway. Right, welcome to the beef shed. As I explained in the last video, the idea of cleaning out the shed takes a bit of time because I've got to shut back the gates and pull the posts out and unhang the ones on the other side every time as we're going along. But if I get out what's in this bay here, that'll probably fill the trailer up. I've taken out a bit here, and we've got a area outside behind the Manitou there where we tip up dung from the other sheds, so I've loaded that. I want to be able to get that gate out of that post so I can pull that post out and clear a lot of this then as well. But we'll get ourselves loaded and get the first load away. We're on the long haul today, taking it to the furthest part of the ground we got away. Just going to turn that tap down. All that does is lock the pin so that can't come out if I press the wrong button in the cab or anything. Makes it a bit safer. But see, the dung's rotted well, so us tipping it up somewhere else and leaving it for a couple of months will help that rot down even more. I mean, then when we spread it, it'll be better for the ground. It'll work itself in a bit easier. So let's get ourselves loaded. Right, so we made a bit of a dent in the shed already. Trailer's well loaded. We'll sort out these two gates here when we come back, and then there'll be a load here we can get at. And get this bit in the corner because you've got to come in other way to get that. This is the little area here we got where we put loose dung, and we can scoop up there. This water drain must be blocked. Doesn't want to go away. There's a trailer. Bit of a heap on top, but not too bad. Tyres are a bit softer. It's good. Right, hello dog. We're ready to go, Doug. We've arrived. Took about 25 minutes to get up here. This is what we call our stone landing, or hard standing. It's an area we've got here. It's right beside the dual carriageway. I think it was used when they put the roundabout here, when they put the services in, for all their storage and stuff. But it's quite handy for us. We can tip dung up here. We can store bales if we need to. Stone if we've got any. All sorts of stuff really. So there's some dung here already. There, so we're just going to tip beside it, sort of make a little new pile, but join on the end of it at the same time. And yeah, the nice thing about coming onto a hard standing is you know you're not going to get stuck or sink or anything like that. You know you can pull in and pull out absolutely fine. So there's the tractor and trailer. We'll tip her up and we'll get back and get another load. So as always, tip the body up first before you can open the back door. Saves you looking silly, you're losing all your dung on the road. Put ourselves in neutral so that when the bulk of it comes out, we just roll forwards. Here we go. Tail door down. And in. The only problem we have up here is people like to tip their rubbish in our gateways, which is most unhelpful. And also people park here as well, and then when you come up, like just now, there was a highways van parked in front of our gate. And he looked at me when I pulled in, as if to say, well, I'm not in your way. Well, actually, yes, you are. It's a Hulk van. What's the time? 9:42. We'll see how long it takes us to get home. I reckon it'll be 10 o'clock by the time we get back. Well, 10 o'clock wasn't a bad guess. It's 9:58. So obviously, it's a lot quicker coming home than it is going out loaded, because it is, well, there's lots of ups and downs. Every time you go up, you got to go down. But when you're going up loaded, it's very quick. Currently, a red BMW so far up the back side of my trailer. Oh, he's gone the other way. I can only just see the back corner of his car. Not a very safe thing to be doing, because if I had to stop suddenly, you wouldn't have time to react. One thing I want to touch on, because I'm sure I'll get a comment about it, is when I wired these in yesterday, there is an inline fuse about here, right behind where the wires join. So it's not, I've just wired it straight up without any sort of safety protection on it. It's got a fuse in there. I'm quite lucky that Craig, John and Phil are all quite happy to give me a bit of advice when I do things like this, because obviously they'll know a lot more than I will. Don't they look cool? I'm well happy with them. Anyone else ever get those times when you know full well that you fit underneath this door by miles? You can't help but look, thinking you're going to hit the roof with the trailer on it. Yeah. Right, we've got that corner cleared out. The reason I've done that is so now that I can pull these gates around the other way, and I can get in tight to the wall to get the dung that's behind them. So now when we clean out, we can take the dung out in the caps, turn the gates one way, and now I can take that out, and once I've got that, put the next gate out of the way, and so on, And then we'll do the same along here. I'll get all this in a minute. And that gate can go around there. And we'll be winning. Got to take that post out on the next load. We've got 3 bays completely empty here now. I'm always really mindful of where this is. There's a piece of steel there, look. See this piece of steel? It's for the scraper in the winter to guide where the slurry's going, but it would make a pretty nasty job of the tyre if you drove over it, so don't want to be doing that. Don't know about you guys. I'm ready for lunch, so I'm going to go have some lunch.
Right, it's lunchtime here at the Northwick Farm platform. Expecting a lot of people in for tea, so we've got 2 kettles on the boil. I've got a little treat in the microwave here, and we'll see what Josh will have to keep his powers of concentration up this afternoon. As you can see, he's deciding something on that tractor isn't quite to his liking, and he's working on it now.
Another fun fact I forgot to mention about the lights on the tractor here. They had about 20 horsepower. So by the time we get the second beacon and a set of air horns, we're going to be pushing the 200 horsepower mark on this tractor, or so I'm told anyway. So as you can see guys, the weather has taken a turn for the better. Today is absolutely gorgeous. It's warm, it's a bit of breeze, sunny. It'll do the ground some good to dry it out. If you work for a contractor, you're probably not going to get any days off for the foreseeable future, because it has been so wet here. No one's done any real amount of silaging, and everyone's going to be going at it at the same time now. So, it's Joe. Stop for a lady on a horse. Anyway, John's gone out to do some work with the handler, filling up some gaps with some stone. So we're going to try and liaise that he gets back to the yard at the same time as me, and he can either fill us up or let us have the handler to fill up the trailer. Bowman, are you on here? The Bowmanator? John boy? Perhaps he just doesn't want to talk to me. He might be back in the yard by now, he might be finished with the handler. Where have you been?
Nowhere. What have you heard?
Not near any trees. I can hear static. So I was just assuming you didn't want to talk to me.
No, I did talk to you, but
I tried all your well-known nicknames.
you were there a while, right?
Yeah. Stronger than the Manitou. What do you say? It should get slightly easier the further we go through the shed, because these animals were turned out first. Therefore, there's less bedding in them. I'll leave those back 2 shut for now, because that will remind me that there's a curb on the floor there, hopefully. Very delicate. So now he's done that, I'll flip the gate round the other way, and he can get tight up against the wall then without worrying about the gate. Obviously I can't move the gate whilst he's got that pole there though. Once he takes that, we'll be in business. now you can get all that against the wall nice and easy, and then you just do the same. As you go past that gate, you bring it back round, and then at the end we come along with a fork all this out into the middle, and then jump on one of the scrape tractors, scrape it out. Yep, half a load on anyway. We'll let John finish loading. That's a Muck on the way. We are loaded up, ready for the morning. See how close we are to silage in. Craig's got the forager out. Just giving that the last little bit of work it needs doing before we go. But that's going to do it for today's video, so thank you for watching. Anyone that's interested in these lights, they actually just came off Amazon, but I'll put a link in the description if I remember, so you can find them. But thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, then please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, that would be spot on. Also follow me on Snapchat and Instagram. There would have been a thing along the bottom of the screen at the start, but I'll do it now as well. And yeah, see you guys on another video very soon. Cheerio.